Hello guys, I think it's about time I finally attempt to do a Pauper deck tech. I apologize for the glare here underneath the lamp obviously, but this is my Affinity Pauper deck and I absolutely fell in love with it the first time I saw lists, the first time I put the whole thing together. I just loved it. I loved every minute of playing this deck. It's super competitive. I would go as far to say it's the best deck in Pauper. There's just so many options, sideboard, everything. You're playing teamer colors, and it's kind of unusual. You don't typically see that associated with Affinity, because everybody knows Affinity from Modern. But anyway, let's get started here. We are running as many copies of these as we can. The Artifact Land Cycle from Mirrodin. Fucking love every single one of them. 4 Seed of the Synod, 4 Great Furnace, and 4 Tree of Tales. Then we run the Darksteel Citadel from Darksteel. Just 16 lands. We don't need anything else. Just believe me, we have tons of artifact ramp. We have mana fixing beyond our lands. So this is just awesome. We don't draw into many dead lands and all that. We have a ton of other cards. Because of that, we only run 16 lands. So let's get started on the lower end of the mana curve. I do play 4 swinging drums. Now, this is a really good example of what I meant earlier when I just mentioned artifact ramp beyond our lands. We have 4 of those. We have 4 chromatic stars. Not really mana ramp, but it's mana fixing. So again, we play a 3-color deck here. We need our mana fixing, and it has the added benefit of whenever it's put into a graveyard from play, we get to draw a card, and that ability is, obviously we pay 1, we tap it to sack it. You get to add 1 mana of any color to our mana pool. Really good value in 1 mana, one of the better cards in Pauper, by the way. We play 2 Flare Husks that will round out the 1 CMC cost artifacts. Basically, living weapons, so it comes into play as a 1/1. We have equip for 2, and we can just give something +1/+1. Really good value, 1 mana, can't go wrong there. Then we have Prophetic Prism. Just play 3 of these. We tend to want this mana curve to be as low as possible, so we play 3 of these. Enter the battlefield, draw a card. Pretty much the mana fixing that Chromatic Star offers us, the only benefit is that it doesn't sacrifice itself. We play, now we're on to creatures now for 2 CMC. We have 4 Atog, pretty much one of the most iconic cards for this deck. And basically what we do, we have the benefit of running all of our artifact lands. We want to sack those, we want to sack our Chromatic Stars, our Prophetic Prisms, anything that we have just sitting on the field, and just swing for massive amounts of damage, because he gets +2/+2 until end of turn each time we sacrifice an artifact. Just awesome. Then we play one of my favorite cards in the deck, Carapace Forger. He is technically green, and really don't need a better reason to play him in the deck. Play green. Just awesome. He becomes a 4/4 as long as we control 3 or more artifacts. So he's a 4/4 for 2 mana. Great value. That's at the end of the day, that's what you want to do with this deck. Good value creatures for very little mana. Speaking of that, we have, moving on to our Affinity, we have Frogmite 4. Can't go wrong there. A lot of times you're just going to be paying at the most 1 mana, but you should get him off for free. Mirror Enforcer, almost the same thing, but he is a 4/4. And not always do I get him out for free, but sometimes I like getting multiples of these. I definitely ask any Affinity player, they love getting multiples in their hands of these guys. They're just that awesome. Then we have a newer addition to the deck, thanks to Kaladesh, Gear Seeker Serpent, 7 mana total, but costs 1 less for each artifact you control. Basically Affinity for artifacts. I don't know why they didn't just say that, but again, has the activated ability, pay 5 and a blue, can't be blocked this turn. Comes in handy, believe it or not, but definitely worth playing too. Beats out, what was the guy? Beats out Gurmag Angler. It's a 5/6, beats out a 5/5. Then we play, this is why this deck is so broken in Pauper. 5 mana, yeah, but Affinity for artifacts. Draw 2 cards. Yeah, 2/3 of an Ancestral Recall in Pauper. That's not busted. Then we have 4 Galvanic Blasts, and holy shit. Now you guys are going to get to see how well-rounded this deck is. 4 damage. It's Metalcraft. I mean, don't pay attention to that. 3 artifacts, that's all you need. And it deals 4 damage to target creature or player. That is ridiculously good, and it's so easy to get off. Then we run 3 Lightning Bolts. Only 3 because Galvanic Blast is actually better. But still, you can't go wrong running Lightning Bolt. Then we play, really funny, we play 2 Fling because of Atog. Pump him up real big and then fling him. You can even fling a Mirror Enforcer or Gear Seeker Serpent if we absolutely have to. But yeah, it's always funny. So now we have the sideboard, which I'm going to start off here. We have Relic of Progenitus. We just have 2 of those. There are some graveyard-based decks, like I mentioned earlier. Gurmag Angler is a really big problem. We don't want them to be able to cast them for easy mana. So we definitely want to hurt those type of decks. And it's an artifact too. It has the benefit of being a cheap costed artifact. We play 2 Krark Clan Shamans. Again, we play a ton of artifacts on our lands. If we happen to get flooded, we can just sack those and just nuke the field. We play 3 Hydroblasts because mono red decks, we go up against burn decks, goblin decks. They're pretty popular in the format, so it doesn't hurt to play that. Pyroblast, Delver decks, mono blue decks, is it decks even that? Definitely worth it to go up against the blue varieties. And then we have 2 Electrickery because definitely good against token decks, token builds, kills Delver early on. Can't really go wrong there. Serene Heart, basically to fuck with Boggles, because it is a thing, and we also have that infinite combo with an aura too, so it doesn't hurt to destroy all auras. And then Feed the Clan, we go up against Burn, we go up against Aggro. Definitely helps if we can get 10 life for just 2 mana. Can't go wrong there. Well, anyway guys, that was my Pauper deck tech for Affinity. Hope you loved it. I'll try to do more. Just let me know. Let me know if you like these better or the Commander deck techs. I definitely would like to know because I'm interested in doing as many as I possibly can. I know a lot of people like them on YouTube. So, I'm Void Mage Gamer. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, show me all that love. I'm signing off. Peace!